Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Shanghai Major Qualifiers. Here we are coming down to the wire now.
This is it, boys.
I'm here with Shane. I'm here with Mr. Paka, and we are still in the European action here. This is my first European match of the day, and what a match it's going to be. Winner bracket final right now. Liquid going against Team Spirit. The winner of the series secures their spot in China.
It's pretty hype. Actually, Team Spirit, so far this competition, have been impressing me quite a lot.
Yep. Absolutely.
And watched their games earlier. They had one tiny misplay that kind of lost them the game, but through all the three-game series, they played like amazingly. So.
Now, I don't want to delay everyone from being able to see the start of this very important game and match, so we'll cut to the draft as soon as it's underway here. But, you know, I have been sleeping during the hours of the European Dota. I want to know, has Spirit looked like the best team in this region? Is there a gap between them and the rest? And then also, who do you think were going to be the favorites walking out from this series and going to China?
So Liquid, I think as a whole, has looked maybe more of a cohesive unit to me than Team Spirit. I think they're a bit more disciplined in general, but I think Spirit have a better understanding and more kind of variety in their strategies, as well as just stronger strategies for the new patch. They seem to be playing better on 6.86 than the other teams in the European qualifier, but I think Liquid as a whole is more the team to look out for.
Yes. I love it.
Dakota is definitely happy.
So both these teams went 7-1 in their groups, I want to say. So they haven't played each other. They were in different groups.
Oh, I love it. This is great.
Yep.
I mean, yesterday I got to say, I love my American Dota. I love my American Dota friends out there, but I was a little let down by the overall performances yesterday. I'm already in a good mood today. Yesterday as well, my shift starts with back into Europe, and then we go through America, and those first games have been super hype, man. America's been playing super passive. They understand that the importance of this tournament.
In fairness, Team Liquid actually play quite passively usually.
Oh, yeah, the Liquid way is very disciplined, very slow, very methodical.
And they always wait for their moment and then just like pounce.
Yeah, a team that rarely will give away a good advantage. This isn't like a 3-2-2 kind of a team, but we'll see if I jinx them here and now. And Spirit, I personally have been able to cast much of them since when I was doing some of the Star Ladder qualifiers.
They do like their push struts.
They do like their push strats. I mean, it's Goblak after all. This guy's a mastermind when it comes to drafting.
I actually wouldn't be surprised. So usually they base them around the Invoker in mid lane, and Team Liquid recognizing this and first banning it.
So they've done the research. I'm just curious why Spirit decided not to respect ban Earth Spirit. I mean,
the Depth Prophet.
See, they pretty much were happy to give them Earth Spirit. The last 3 games, it was the Jerk's Tusk every single game. So I think it's kind of 50-50 whether you'd rather versus his Tusk or his Earth Spirit. And I think for Spirit, they said rather than wasting a ban on the Earth Spirit and forcing him into Tusk, which in a lot of ways is just as good as Earth Spirit, let's just let them choose and not wait and get an extra ban. So they can ban Death Prophet. They got an extra ban out of it by not banning Earth Spirit. In some ways, because if you want to take away Jerks' heroes, you have to ban Earth Spirit and Tusk.
Yeah.
And if anything, like, you're putting Jerks on a hero he's not really warmed up on. Like, yeah, he's the best Earth Spirit player out there, perhaps. But if you give him Tusk for a 4th game in a row, he's already ready. He's already making the plays happen. He just wrecked game after game on Tusk in the last series against Empire. So I think it's an okay move from Spirit.
And I think you kind of have to ban Death Prophet. Like every game we've seen Team Liquid play with, it's just been ridiculous. Like he was behind tier 4 towers in the last game, and still on full HP. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
I'm sure Nahaz is happy.
That's his
rolling
hero,
over
right?
in his grave. Oh, I mean, he's alive. Just probably his bed.
Have you checked recently?
I don't know. I mean, I think he's a ghost now. I swear we're just talking with a ghost half the time we talk to Nahaz. But third pickup here from Team Spirit, a gyrocopter. Can't hate on the man in the flying vehicle here. Great AoE team spread.
Considering how long the hero's been in the meta, I don't really get sick of him, to be honest, because he kind of brings the action early game.
Yeah, you see that call down come out, and you're like, oh yeah, shit's going to go down. Him, Magnus, these are crowd pleasers.
They're satisfying spells to watch.
Yeah, even OD. It's like this is a potential highlight-worthy team fight game kind of coming here.
The noise it makes as well.
The loud noises, yeah. Get me all hyped up. Liquid pick up the Vengeful Spirit here. A third grab. Do we know Liquid to be playing much core Venge? It doesn't seem really like a
No.
Matama Man hero, so I wager this
It's
is
a Kuro.
support.
It's
So this is a
typically
Kuro
Kuro
Venge
hero.
to go side by side along with the Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
Lots of disable already, just between the two of them here, so that's nice. Great. A lot of people say that some of the best abilities in Dota right now are abilities that you can manipulate the positioning of your opponents, and they already have two of them, Earth Spirit and Venge.
It's pretty crazy. Team Liquid have the last pick as well, and I'm pretty sure Team Spirit have done some research. They usually throw these weird picks in at the end. Like we've seen Medusa a few times, just completely change the game. Maybe even like Lone Druid could be another one that they might go for.
Both of those heroes have been trending in America for
Mhm.
sure. We've been seeing a lot of the TC, Lone Druid, and he even has played a fair share of Medusa. But the
Interesting.
fourth pick, a Goblack Classic here, the tree.
Into a Darkseer as well, which is quite unusual. One of the best
Mm.
counters in the game for Living Armor.
I think it's more just like it's very much a comfort pick. The hero when he gets the Ags is also incredibly scary and potent in a team fight. You get the benefit of the living armor for your mid lane, like your OD, because Darkseer's not going to be
Yeah,
there with the
true.
Iron Shell. It's more when you start fighting and clashing, you don't get the living armor, but the laning stage you still have you still get it.
With the OD passive as well, you can continuously push out them leech seats.
Yeah.
That
Like
high ground is...
Treant, like the level 1 Treant with boots, or maybe they give Treant the kind of hard support role and Bane the boots on Null Talisman, but it's very scary.
Goblack usually goes for the Quelling Blade upgraded to Talon.
Okay, so you
on
can jungle a
Treant,
bit.
Yeah, and
Oh,
he gets
okay.
Ags usually between 20 and 25 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I want to see this, man. A tree's a hero that I would love to be playing more of in like even my local pubs, but I always have a hard time finding out how to make it work because it's like you want to constantly keep an eye out for your team and support and be right back, but you also have to find a little bit of that me time to farm up. And
Just here, you pick up an Iron Talon, level 1.
that's what the thing is like now with
Ask
this
your
Iron
team,
Talon. Yeah.
tell your team, I'll buy a Korea, and then I'm going to buy Iron Talon. You're going to go jungle, and you'll give them living armor. So they're not too mad at you for jungling because you're giving them living armor.
It's a support jungler.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't hate a support jungler. You
You
won't
even buy
see-
some wards for your team when they need
You won't
it.
see threads about that. It's like, what are you gonna do, bitch? Adam? It's like he just bought your courier.
Yeah.
And wards, and he's giving you living armor. So please,
Oh boy.
save it. Lycan though, coming out here from Team Liquid.
I actually love when people pick Lycan and Darkseer together. The invisible wolves with the Iron Shell has to be one of the most frustrating things in the game. You have to put a sentry. What do you do? You sentry? Like, do you
And
dust?
even Lycan himself with the Iron Shell
Yeah.
later on is really, really scary. I don't know if Team Spirit can really contest the Lycan's farm too easily either. They haven't picked up their offlaner just yet, but at best they're looking at like a Treant +1 down there, and Liquid's a team who will happily put Jerex in the safe lane if he needs to be there to secure the lane for mind control, for Matama Man at the start. If that's where the Earth Spirit needs to be, he will. If he's got the ability to roam around, he'd love to, but the first priority is normally that safe lane.
I'd like to see Slardar for Team Spirit. I know Afterlife is a monster on the hero.
Yeah, it's not too greedy either. Like
Yeah.
Gyro, OD already there needing a decent amount of
Gives them
farm.
that initiation. They're kind of.
I think Spirit Breaker's the other hero that's not banned or picked just yet. That's also quite good.
Oh, Nyx Assassin also is pretty good.
Have
Against the
Spirit played
Darkseer,
any of the
good against
offlane
Earth Spirit.
Enchantress? Are they offlane Enchantress players? Have you seen Shane?
I haven't seen it myself. I don't
Or
know.
Abaddon. Abaddon Enchantress, both of them in the
I
offlane,
don't
pretty
think
good in
I've
this game.
seen
That's like
many-
American. That's
yeah,
American
I don't
stretch
think I've
right
seen
now.
any European teams pick it up.
We had the one Enchantress by Funnick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enchantress, Steel Wolves, of course, deal
Still
ridiculous
Necrobook.
damage
That's
later.
it's actually Necrobook is the
Necrobook
optimal
too.
build on
Yeah.
Lycan. If you're forcing Lycan, like I feel like you, even if you're against Enchantress, you may still be going Necrobook on Lycan. I don't even know what you do there. That's a good question. Like, do you actually still go Necrobook on Lycan against Enchantress?
I don't.
Nyx is going to be the
No,
pick.
it's good
I
call,
like the.
Dakota.
I like. Yeah, I figured it had to be either the Nyx. I was going to say the Abaddon or the Enchantress, like you said. I found good reason for all three, but Nyx, something like Secret like to go for against Darkseer, who is big on the combos, but Nyx is big on the combo breaking. But Brewmaster, the other question I was going to pose, but they went right. They didn't even stall any time. The second the Nyx came up, they went right for the Brew. I was very anxious to see what Fato was going to be doing. A lot of his top grabs were banned out. And you're going against an OD, who's one of the best mid laners in the game. And there was going to be no Razor, no Viper, no Invoker. Brew.
I think
It's a clever pick because OD can't build like into MKB.
exactly. Yeah.
He can go BKB, which
Or Atos, which is like.
helps a little bit. It's still like only 40% true strike, so the Drunken Haze on you is still a pretty high miss chance.
And if you drunk at Haze in lane as well, you won't be able to get the.
Yeah, is this a
steal?
Is this a value Drunken Haze laning stage kind of a
definitely.
game, you think? I love it. I mean, that's a coin flip's chance just to get a last hit in. And as you already pointed out, Brew, one of those heroes similar like Wind Ranger, where they make such an impact to the game just being in the game because it's like, the other team has to adjust the way they itemize just to have to deal with them. Got to get that Atos/MKB incorporated somehow. So that's a nice thing, though. OD may not get MKB, but he does get Atos.
Yes.
I mean, it's 40% chance, which isn't the best thing ever, but for it was a natural item build for the hero, and now he just gets that indirect buff. Yeah. So that's nice.
You're not always going to be hitting a hero whose Atos is the other thing where I feel like it was a weird buff to Atos just because it doesn't fully counter evasion, and it's also you're not always going to have it on a hero, but it's nice. It's better than nothing at the end of the day.
All right, folks, here we go. Now it's going to be game number 1 of our winner bracket final here for the Shanghai Major. European qualifier. One of these teams will secure their trip to Shanghai to compete in the big show and the big stage. The other team will have to once again battle their way from the lower bracket to hope to get that second spot.
Kind of looks like they're giving the Knicks the 1v1 matchup against Darkseer as well. And sending Goblak to the...
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess they want to... that Lycan's really weak in the lane. I think rather than wanting to give Nyx the 1v1, it's let's mess up the Lycan's day by contesting his lane.
I don't think Nyx gets much out of the lane when Earth Spirit and Venge are right up there with Brew. It's very, very difficult.
Yes.
You know, and you want him to make an impact in the mid game.
No. I think Darkseer wins the matchup unless you're Universe and you're solo killing Darkseer. So that was the game of the summit.
Yeah.
That was absolutely absurd. But Darkseer definitely does have an edge in the matchup against Nyx.
You get a few mana drains out early.
Yeah. It's also I don't want to jinx him too much, but it seems like a relatively easy team to get off good carapaces against. I mean, Magnetize is a for sure stun later in the game. You'll see the rock coming for a stun, hopefully. And once a rock's dropped, you pretty much could pop it and know that pressure's going to be coming in.
The Venge projectile as well.
Venge projectile, it's like he's got to be quick reacted, but for the most part, should be able to kind of get in some good counter stunts here.
They're swapping, they're dodging.
Oh, they're all over.
Oh, Venge actually, no, Venge wants to deward.
Both teams.
They are swapping, but yeah. Venge.
Oh, get out of here.
He wants to deward it. He's trying to walk up on the cliff. Oh, no.
Just one of those like sacrifices you make as a support.
That's so painful.
Wrong place, wrong time.
So he knew the ward was up there, but there's like 2 spots, and his sentry only gives a small circle of vision, and the observer ward wasn't there, so he couldn't hit it from the river. So he had to walk up that ramp, and Spirit were there waiting for him. They take him out. That's really rough for Kuro. It's a bit unfortunate on the sentry placement. And
so he dropped the sentry and couldn't get it, but he did see it.
He wanted to walk all the way around to the new juke spot up on top of the cliff. Do you know what I'm saying?
To get rid of the ward.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why didn't he just eat it with the tango?
Because he didn't have vision.
Oh, like not when you initially dropped the sentry?
It was just a little bit out of range.
Oh, okay. Unfortunate timing there for Kuro. He's going to hand over the first blood. Goes to Goblak, the support, which, you know, at first you're like, that's not too bad, but hey, supports will take the extra pence of gold. You know, he will invest it towards the early boots, wards for the team.
Iron Talon, dude.
Iron Talon.
So now Gyro against Darkseer, which is still like okay-ish for Gyro. I think more than anything, Spirit now they've got the first blood. They feel probably pretty safe that they can have an advantage in these lanes. So at some stage, Gyro may feel the need to rotate off this lane. There is a gank actually coming his way too.
Oh, look at this Bane sweeping in even from behind here.
Do they change target for the Bane? I think Bane
thinking about it.
Iceberg on Spirit is actually destroying Frata's Brewmaster mid.
Which is
9-6.
It's the coin flip lane. Do you get the CS? Do you not get the CS?
Apparently he gets them.
Okay, stuns out. Always want to fly in a bit of trouble here. The right click's coming through from Jerix, and he's still only level 1, so there's not going to be a kick stun to follow or anything, and Bane's going to be totally fine.
I guess OD can still prevent Brew getting farmed by using the banish.
Yeah.
And if you banish the right time, you can try and use it to secure your own CS just by like, hey, you missed the first one, well, you try again. Sometimes you get like, it's not like 50-50 CS when you can attack more than once to go for the CS. Yeah,
it's one of those things I can't remember who I was talking with about, but I'm sure it's going to be a bit awkward for old OD players from the mid lane because you got to remember Astral does the damage now, so you could accidentally push your lane forward if you do cast the Astral amidst the creep wave.
Well, you can actually use it to last hit then, like when he's drunken haze.
Yeah.
So that's actually pretty nice.
Kick stun out as they try to make a move once again for the Bane here. There's the roll forward. Now that Jerix is level 2, it makes it a lot easier for these kind of setups. One more right click and they're going to get it. Jerix picks up that one and we have an even game at 1-1.
So Lycan rotating back to the bottom lane.
Musical lanes, boys.
It's weird. Well,
He's got it. He's got the
He's
talent.
just going to straight up jungle his...
Yeah.
He's going full
I'm
jungle.
definitely playing this later.
It's
like,
actually really
and he's
cool.
already got level 2 living armor, so he can actually
Yeah.
do a decent amount of help to the lanes. Iron Shell, obviously, a bit of a counter if it's a Darkseer gank, but... I think what's weirdest about this lane swap is that Liquid were the ones who rotated Lycan from bottom to top and now back to bottom, and they did it without any... Like, Spirit never changed their lanes. It was Liquid saying, oh, we don't want to lane Lycan against the Gyrocopter lane, and then they changed their mind and decided, let's bring him back bottom. That's what kind of
It is
throws
strange,
me off
actually.
a bit about it.
Maybe they realized how Goblik is going to play the Treant, and initially he would have been in the lane bottom.
Okay. And so they know they've got like a 3v2 setup now with
Exactly, yeah.
Treant in the jungle.
Look at him go!
92 damage, man.
Yeah.
Oof. And with the Iron Talon bonus damage, this is the
Yeah,
hero that
it's
benefits
like-
most from the Quelling Blade.
Yeah. It's actually great.
Definitely playing that later.
What was it? 120 damage to creeps?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Man,
And then the Iron Talon just makes it that much faster.
no surprise, OD still 20 and 10 CS to Fata's 12 and 0. It's going to be a hard laning stage for this little bear.
Yeah. Spirit, all 3 lanes. And the Gyrocopter doesn't need to get huge free farm or like crazy CS. More than anything, he just wants to stay alive. Like even if this is like a Gyrocopter who's like 2,000 net worth behind the other carries later on, he's not going to be too concerned considering that. Like look, Nyx, he's got
Nyx
a
is
top
top
CS.
CS.
Arcades
exactly.
already. That is just
He's-
crazy.
He's doing so well right now.
Well, that's just your question. He's going to do pretty good in the laning stage.
I think it's down to the rotations, though. You know, not having a consistent laner in the lane. He just kind of got the early advantage, and now it becomes very hard for mind control to...
They had so much time where there was like no one there. Like
yeah.
Gyro was rotating up and there was an empty lane, so he got a CS advantage. Then Gyro was leaving while Darkseid came up. It's been a lot of time just in a 1v0 scenario.
I'm telling you, Team Spirit. They know what's up. Alright, let's see the Drunken Haze. Let's see how many misses.
It's got lower cooldown now because of that arcane rune.
One
miss?
Throwing it out. It's annoying.
I think it was the guaranteed miss, was it? With the Brewmaster passive, maybe?
It said miss twice, though. So
Okay.
yeah, maybe you're right. Does it? Why would it say miss twice?
Oh.
That's the only way I can think of it.
Not sure on that.
Looks like Darkseer has been hit pretty hard. Has to make the long run all the way
Always
back to
wanna
base, but bottom lane,
fly.
there's a rolling boulder in. Going to be followed up with a
Living
kick
armor?
stun. And always want to fly will be dropped
Maybe
there.
on cooldown.
I think he was probably dead.
Yeah, it was on cooldown. He was using it either for mid or for the jungle.
Jerks does not have roll here. And it's
Okay.
a long cooldown at level 1, so he just gets
That's-
isolated and
That's
taken
fine.
down.
They're just if they're trading kills and go back actually TP down, but he can. Hey, jungle the
New-
Radiant.
New jungle.
He can go any jungle with Iron Talon. He's
Yeah.
not limited, and he actually just comes in, punches some creeps, steals the jungle. Afterlife level 6, perhaps thinking about a setup there. He's probably asking, like, can anyone actually TP in up here? Bane's just respawned, and Bane's already rotating up top, I think, recognizing that level
Yeah.
6 Nyx is a good opportunity to get a kill here. I don't think Nyx he doesn't need to hide since...
He's coming out now. He's
Hmm.
creeping and trying to find this Darkseer, but Darkseer is going for
they're
the
gonna
pull
get
camp.
him. They should be able to get him here.
For sure. There's
He
gonna
can't
lead him with
attack,
the
though.
sleep.
So he
Brain set,
has
maybe?
to brain set first.
He has to hit the Impale and Vendetta, though. It's not easy. Oh, Carapace, yeah.
Oh, this is gonna
Sap?
be close.
The surge will wear off. I
Yes, it
believe.
will. But will they be able to catch up with him to get
Bane
that
is
last
pretty
attack?
fast.
How's this?
Needs
What's
a
the
brain
cooldown?
set. It's longer.
Oh, surge again.
Okay, like Mimo kills Treant. Mind Control thinks about a suicide, realizes he won't get it. He goes for a different suicide. This may
one's
not
kinda
be
harder.
successful. The Impale's there. He gets the
Ah.
kill. Bane, what? Come on, Bane. Give it to your Nyx. You hit the Impale. He did the hard work.
They're just
He
nervous.
was kind of
like,
mid-air when he was brain
Yeah.
setting him as well.
Nah, he supports KSing kills has been a theme today with all the oracles.
The oracles, yeah.
oh, I was saying that yesterday too, because it was Steven who was playing an Oracle. I'm like, he's gonna get a lot of kills. It's
Yeah.
so easy to KS with that hero.
That's a fun hero to play as a support. Even when you're not KSing, you can just do so much damage.
You might lose, but you look good.
Oh, call down forced out here as the Gyrocopter
Armor
gonna get
cooldown.
bum rushed.
There's been a few times where that ammo is just slightly uncaught on the Bane kill early and bottom.
They can catch.
Still there
though.
in Gyro.
Oh, no.
Where's he going
Look
to
at
juke
that
to?
TP.
Okay, let's go TP. Nicely played. Gets out of there.
Yeah, the
and
Tumberman with the foresight to buy the TP.
and Spirit bringing a lot of heroes in. Like the Nyx as well, rotating off the lane. This is like the entire team around
Yeah.
that
How long are
mid
they
to
gonna-
bottom area.
How long are they gonna go on this witch hunt
Yeah.
looking for him until they realize, oh, he's not here?
Not sure if the call was made like on his TP status. May have not been checked at all.
And Mind Control just tries to get back in the groove on his Darkseer, and Gyrocopter's up here once more. And he will go right back to work.
I'm interested to see what the Aghanim's timing will be on Goblak.
Yes, it's just one of those game-changing spells when you get it.
Just take full map control.
Nice thing is that Liquid will have, I would imagine, a book on Lycan mid lane though. Stun, Fata, Mana Leak, and Sanity's Eclipse coming right through. Jerix is there, but
Iron Shell, this is it!
a little too late to help out. And, okay.
That bonus damage to summons from Modi.
Mm-hmm.
Instantly destroying the wolf.
They'll have Necro 3. They won't have any good abilities to clear out trees. They'll almost need to have like a Quelling Blade gem on someone, like the Earth Spirit, I guess.
Yeah, I also saw Earth Spirit. I think he had a bottle.
Really?
It's the usual.
No, he's really poor. He's just got Fairy Fire wards and boots.
Okay, it was someone else then. Yeah. I've noticed a trend for Jerix's Earth Spirit lately has been, I mean, maybe it's just this game and the options that are available, but not as rotation heavy, and maybe just realizing that the faster you get to that level 6, the quicker you can come online in the mid game here. But look, as I say that, he rolls in, he gets the full combo off, kick with a Pulse Silence after, Bruce split, self-astral
he's
here.
healing during this.
Yeah.
And that's really big.
Gyrocopter's here now, and I'm sure has call down ready to go. The Bears are going to be committing on him, all split up.
Kill the
Rocket
Fire
Barrage to
Panda.
help him out, but they're going to cycle up the Gyro. Now they're committing in, trying to get the OD, but the OD's not going to be going down. Now they turn their attention towards the Bear. The Fire Panda is the last one left, and now is going to turn to Fata. They have the sleep set up. They have the call down. Oh, the kickstun going to be coming up a bit short. Only hits the Nyx, so the Panda Bear will go down. Fata.
Living armor with the self-astral,
that
like
was sick.
Like, just gave him enough extra heal. He's also... did he have the Vit booster before that? He is incredibly tanky.
So,
He's
yeah.
1200 HP on Intel Treads. That's 1400 HP if he's on Strength. That's actually crazy how tanky and hard to kill the OD is there.
Goblak getting another kill as well.
Oh, they were, like, all in on that one, too. The Bruce split and the rotation.
Pesky wolves.
And for Spirit, like this... Everything's just kind of coming together with their draft right now.
Yeah.
The Gyro not farming too great, but it's easily well enough for them.
They'll have an OD to be a problem in the meantime.
And Nyx is looking pretty good himself, level 8.
Do you
Game
go the
boots,
lens
600
first,
gold.
too? Or do you go straight blink?
Normally straight blink, I'd say.
Roll in.
But
Gets the pull, the kick. But
Oh,
call
Brain
down
Tech came
comes
off as
out
well,
from
mind
Gyro.
control.
Oh, boy, in the sleep.
Oh,
For the Nyx!
Oh, they're going to get this kill too?
Impale.
Oh,
boy.
man. Double turnarounds from Team Spirit, man. They are running circles around Liquid. So
Their rotations are just always there. They're always there when they need to back each other up. They're just like surviving on these small bits of HP, and it's just great play coming out from Spirit as a whole. They're just like playing the best Dota we've seen coming out of the European qualifier right now, and they're just in like they're hungry for victory right now.
It's a lot down to always want to fly on his Bane. His rotations have been amazing.
Yeah.
Combining with the Nyx Assassin as well. Look at Goblak go.
I am so
Point
playing.
booster.
Even if this loses now, like I'm definitely trying this later. Like it's the ridiculous amount of farm he's going to be able to bring in with that talent.
I'll join you. I love playing with Living Armor on my team, Dakota.
And I love the interaction
Get
between
some
that
pubs.
and the Astral. I noticed a bit of that. Like, I think I was playing like an Oracle with an OD, and if you get like False Promise plus a heal off and then he Astrals, he'll come back and he'll be fully healed up and ready to play.
All right, now what's Liquid's move? They've got a very farm Lycan, but it's not really like a comeback hero in the sense like if you're behind like big picture wise, it's not like oh Lycan can go create space and gank. It's more going to be the Brewmaster Blink where I think that Liquid will be able to kind of turn things around or at least try and take some fights.
Because these ganks are failing as well. Per Jerex is only level 4
Yeah,
on his Earth Spear.
yeah, he needs level 6 and they need the Brewmaster Blink. I think is probably the two most important things for Liquid.
They got to find a lane for Jerix to farm or to get XP.
Come man.
Is really trying to get this
Tower.
last hit on this tower. A very important grab if they want to open up options for Roche. Especially being on Radiant side, it's just not going to be coming easy. And if this tree gets an Axe in the near future, it's going to be very difficult if Liquid want to try to put a game plan like that in motion. So
Nice ward from the Dire there. Spotting out everyone.
That Stone Remnant plan, it's so loud and menacing.
sometimes you just drop them next to the enemy who's not really familiar with the hero, and they just freak out. They're like, is something going on? I'm like, nope.
I heard that. I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah.
What's going on? Like, what spell? Oh, we just dropped a stone. Didn't actually
mind,
cast anything.
easy mind games.
The fear factor kicking in.
Yeah, he can't be solo yet, so him and Darkseer are just going to have to kind of go hand in hand
I mean,
here.
Spirit just know they're up here too, so Spirit's not going to get too aggressive and play into their... What it looked like Jerks was hoping they'd go in the Darkseer, and he'd counterplay it with a stun, and someone would TP in, and they take the fight. But
he's doing it again. Just getting
knowing where Jerks is on the map is like the best intel that Spirit can have, because that's the counter initiator that will always mess them up if they're not ready for it.
This whole time, Iceberg is just farming away.
Treant too. Look where Treant is at the big camp. Yeah. He's at the secret shop
Look at his
camp.
net worth. He's actually...
It's bad indeed. Robert!
Oh, we're back. We're back.
Oh! We're back.
We're back. Okay.
I think we're back.
I think
Hello
I hope
stream,
we're back.
if you can hear us.
I hope that's the
Spam
case.
some Kappa 123s in Twitch chat. You know the drill. We're not actually looking at Twitch chat.
Yeah, no, but you can do it anyways. 7 to 4.
Did they smoke
Smoke.
one of that
It was
ward?
close.
It was very close.
Roll in. Jerks to get the party started. Gets the magnetize off, but he will get bursted before he gets any stun, any silence. That is wonderful for Spirit. They're going to try to lock him in place here.
Banish him? Oh, too late for the defensive Astral.
Cyclone on the OD as they look like they were going to put their focus on the Nyx, but the Nyx is able to juke around the corner. Self-Astral does come out from the OD, and they put their force forward onto the Bane. They're going to take him out. Now they put their focus on the OD, and they run through him. The comeback from Liquid now. They will Cyclone up Goblik. Goblik's going to be forced to dish out the Treant ultimate here. Tries to run away, but there's going to be the swap setup from Kuro. But Talmamen picks up the kill, and they're going to be picking up a Tier 1 tower.
Iron Shell Lycan just beast moded his way through that fight. Like, he just ran on in. Liquid knew that it was once Spirit are on the back foot ever at all in a fight, like they're done for there. Like they didn't want to fight the primal split, but Fata kept cycling the right heroes. They need to get the overgrowth off and just run, but the cycling on Treant meant that they were going to get the follow-up kills.
That could have been even worse for Team Spirit if Jerks was able to live long enough to get off the kick stun right there in silence. There would have been no escape to the tower even by that point, but this is Liquid's comeback. It was coming up to this point that it felt like Spirit all day, but...
That's what Liquid do, though. You think you're in a good place, all of a sudden they just team up you and take a tower, and map control is all of a sudden lost. This is one of the good things about OD, though. This Roshan, it's so ridiculously fast.
And with a lot of the cooldowns now on the side of Liquid, Spirit can feel comfortable doing this without too much contention. Who takes it though? Is it OD or Gyro?
OD.
Yeah, I think OD's fine. Either's probably okay, but OD's better. He's a lot more farm right now. And
He also has damage after call down and flak.
Yeah.
You know, he has continuous damage. With the large cooldown and flak cannon, it's kinda
Nyx is getting some delicious intel here.
And that was a very safe roach because I knew Shapeshift as well as Brewmaster Split were both on cooldown, so it was a smart time for Spirit. Just rush in there right after they respawned after losing a fight to take advantage of those cooldowns.
Some agent stacks as well. Alright, I'm pretty sure Godblack is closing in on the second part of...
Back for the Midas. That's something. That's an item I feel like you never see Liquid buy. Can't remember the last time I saw Liquid buy a Midas. We've not been seeing much Midas pickups in general, but...
You sure it's a Midas?
Gloves on Brewmaster. What else does Brewmaster get? He had 1300 gold. I guess Brewmasters can go treads. But with the 1300 gold, I can't think what else.
Maelstrom, dude. The Brew Maelstrom.
Armlet Brew.
Armlet Brew.
Maelstrom's, I guess, the most likely one, but it's highly unlikely.
Yeah, Midas probably is just an order for...
very unlikely.
It's
that
just
Fireman.
He wants to be able to just like fight like he just needs Primal Split to fight, and that means he can secure some late game item pickups without having to farm as much.
It looks like he has the recipe already in his stash.
And also the Brew getting the faster level 2, level 3 ulti makes a big difference for him.
So I'm sure they have the Earth Spirit magnetized up. It does. He's got 6 stones. They have plenty of firepower if they wanted to take a fight. So if a fight's to come, they want to draw it out.
I mean, even with if they just Liquid,
if
they get the Iron Shell Shapeshift off. Like, this Brewmaster Split is now level 2, so it's very, very problematic.
One more mana drain. It's quite a low level, though, and Lycan won't be able to split.
Jerks spit out position here. Was hoping that if the fight was to break out, he could combo break with a long kick stun, but hesitation here. Liquid don't want to be overcommitted. The wrong creep wave, so they do not push forward for the tier 1. And now it's kind of a little bit of a witch hunt here.
The longer this game goes on, though,
I think it's a smoke from Liquid.
Team Spirit just come ahead with Godblack coming up on the Sags. It's going to be Crazy.
Liquid's coming to fight this one with leading the Venge. Yeah, it is smoke.
Oh, this could be a big steal here. Now, Matame commits the shapeshift. They run into the Nyx here. He's going to get off a good stun. Carapace will stun. Good kick stun there from Jerix. Swap back. Call down comes out as a response from Spirit, but Liquid already pulled back and away. And look at Nyx. He's surviving. He gets the armor. A new kick rock forward is going to slow down the gyro. He's going to get slept up now. Magnetize committed. The stones are dropped, but they might need to refresh that Magnetize if they want more. A rock comes out from the brew, and he walks past another stone set by Jerix. So that means gyro's going to be going down. A new stun. Silence combo onto the OD. Cyclone set up. They are going to be ridding of the Bane. Now they commit in. They got the Sentry for Godblack, who's trying to make a retreat to the base, but a Magic Missile is going to be there from Curl. Pull back with the Vacuum, and they're going to get the kill. Back-to-back big fights for Liquid. OD able to get something on their side with a Sanity's Eclipse taking out Jerix. Now they're hustling. Let's see.
And now they've lost the Primal Split as well. This is the time for Iceberg to shine. He's stolen so much intel.
Oh, man, he missed because of the Drunken Haze,
Get
you're
that
telling me?
Atos out. Get that Atos out. He
Atos
wants
on
Fata.
man.
He's got so much damage now with the
No!
Double click! Not like this. Not like this.
Oh god.
Even
Alright, it happens.
the Russian observer's even confused.
It happens.
It does happen. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely to everyone. Like, you're just so... You want to get it, you're just
You're
slightly out of
spamming
rank.
clicking,
You're spamming the hotkey for it, as well as trying to click the hero, and you just spam the hotkey one too many times, and suddenly you have self-astral. Treant buyback there as well. They got only the one kill on Earth. It really looked like OD was about to get a triple kill there. Not like the Brewmaster escaping is one thing, but everyone else also got out. Like the OD had, I think, like 40 intel stolen or something ridiculous.
Oh boy. That miss though. That miss, so he could blink.
I wonder if even Fata could believe it. He's just like, my blink's ready. Let's
What-
go.
what's happening?
He's like, I'll take it.
Oh boy.
Unfortunate there for Spirit. Liquid. Looked like they had a really strong start to that fight, but the comeback potential was there.
That team fight top completely changed this game.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And it just got Liquid all the levels and kind of key items they need. They've got, I think, a couple, even level 3 Necrobook, I think, at this stage. And Vata's suddenly high level, has good item progression. Okay, level 2 Necrobook. Like, Vata's going to be pretty scary at this rate now.
Going
I suppose
BKB.
He needs it for the Brewmaster, I think, just so he can not have to worry. It's kind of even the Atos alone isn't enough.
Well, it's not even that. You just keep getting spin.
And the Earth
fights.
Spirit,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
You need it for the
Yeah.
Earth Spirit. Magnetize. He got stunned and silenced like 2 different times in that fight. From
And he can
Jerix.
BKB just kill the Necrobooks from Matumba Man as well if he wants
You
to.
can like two-shot them.
Yeah, so it's a really good item. This is going to be more like the right-click OD, like a BKB. Even Moonshard could come out just to maximize his damage during that BKB. I don't think he necessarily needs to go for like the Shivers Hex-type items. They may come later. They're still good, but...
Yeah. Having Hex against Brew mightn't be a bad thing, though. Earlier, rather than
Yeah,
later.
if you can prevent the split coming out.
Yeah.
BKB on Gyro.
They have Nyx Bane. I don't think they need to go over the
True.
over the top with the lockdown. Like they have enough utility and control, and Treant Ultimate as well, which is going to get more powerful with the Ags pickup.
How's he doing on that? He's about over halfway. He's good. Yeah, he's got the Ogre and
Yeah,
Point
he
He
is.
had to bite back in the last fight, so that's kind of slow
Yeah,
him
that
down.
Treant.
definitely set him off. He
Yeah, he's
probably would have had it by
1200
now.
away. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his buyback was a big commitment there.
Spirit will kind of reclaim. their
They wouldn't be
jungle
able to
back
fight
and
now.
farm
I
back.
think they realize Liquid, whenever they have ultimates are coming at them, trying to use the Primal Split Shapeshift to win fights, and without a BKB Gyro, much like the OD, can't really fight well.
Necro 3 just finished as well.
Fata undecided what to buy yet, it looks like. 3k gold and
It's kind of like
no
do you-
reason to save right now. I think he's just probably thinking through options.
Do you get the AC or do you like your liking get AC?
Yeah.
Radiance, man. He's going for the Radiance. Got to get that extra miss chance. He's like, that miss was great.
Yeah.
I want more.
Yeah, that went well.
Then there's items like BKB just to make sure he can get off his split. And it means you can use more, like you can blink him while BKB, you throw a clap, you throw a Drunken Haze, you get a couple right clicks off, you get a crit, then you can split towards the end of the BKB. You just dish out a lot more damage.
Boom! Oh, man, he did that. So he did the pole rock, used that same rock for the roll forward.
It was
That's a rock efficiency right
500
there.
You
short.
impressed,
And
Dakota?
that gets me rock hard. I love it. It's confidence that he knows he's going to be able to land the roll in.
Look, hold your stones, Dakota. Save it for later. Like, please.
Easy takedown of the OD. Now Liquid can just move back through Spirit territory here. It looks like they dropped some unique obs wards as well. One in that top lane, and one to enter into the Spirit Foundation.
Oh, nice entry ward.
That's a good kill just because OD was so
Nice.
close to his BKB, so they're kind of fighting Spirit while they're just not quite ready to fight back.
Aether Lens on Vengeful Spirit. It's one of those ones I
Yeah.
didn't really even think about too much, but
Kuro's been doing this. I think it's been his go-to build almost every game on Venge.
Yeah?
And you normally get it when you still have level 1 swap, so it boosts up the level 1 swap by a pretty
oh yeah.
big margin. All your spells, like your Magic Missile has a pretty short cast range as well. It really helps the Magic Missile. The wave is like kind of meh,
No,
doesn't really matter.
That's very important. It's like, I don't know.
Goes from
7
the entire
damage
screen to the entire screen and a half.
and the 7
Oh, the
damage.
extra. Is it magic damage wave? I don't even know.
It's pure damage.
It's pure damage, so it doesn't boost up the damage.
Yeah,
here.
you want to travel alone?
It's HP removal, is it? I don't even know what is.
There's no HP removal in the game anymore, right?
Yeah, Soul Ring, right? Isn't that considered HP removal?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Armlet?
Did you-
There is HP removal.
Is
Well, it's maybe not.
Isn't
I
it
don't know what's called.
degeneration?
So what were we
HP
talking about?
What's the difference?
We were discussing it a bit because we were talking about Oracle with his false promise, and it's like, well, if you kind of toggle an armlet, do you just get double the health? It's like,
Yeah.
no, because it's removal.
Same for Soul Ring.
Okay.
Yeah.
They changed that stuff so much in Dota. You know, one day it's pure damage, next day it's
Yeah.
composite. Do you remember composite damage? That was a
Yes,
cluster.
the Leshrac Edict.
Yeah.
And mine.
Tinker March used to be
Oh,
composite.
Tinker March. Yeah.
Enigma.
Ice Frog just trying to simplify the game a bit.
Turns out it
Reaching
just makes
out
it more
to 'em.
confusing.
No, because it used to be have all these complicated damage types, and now like they're kind of gone, kind of not. No one really knows.
Not
Here.
scouting the smoke with the wolf. This might put Liquid. I think blink.
Fata, blink to the low ground here. Nyx is still on pursuit.
Oh, you surge as well. He's
But
gonna
they
miss
got a hold of him here. Swap
Kuro.
back save from Kuro.
And they immediate retreat. Could have actually. We'll get the stun,
Nice.
the double stun, but they Carapace blocks both, and
Yeah. That's what I'm
Chase
talking
them.
about. It's easy to see stuns like that coming, so Carapace counters should be not too difficult here.
But unsuccessful smoke from Spirit, but that's okay for them. They want to just finish up their Ag Scepters. It looks like they could do some damage in the bottom lane as well. Take a T1 tower. They have to get back ASAP though.
Have you guys seen Venge Ags in professional play yet?
Yep, a
I've
few
seen it
times.
once.
I've seen
Twice.
Burning go it on Core Venge.
So
Oh,
Aoi get it the
okay.
first time, but he got near the end of the game and never even died, so we didn't get to see it.
Oh.
And then I saw that game that he was talking
So Burning was playing like Core Venge, but he was like 2 position with like their mid player kind of being the real carry. It was like only pseudo Core Venge. It was super, and like Ice was playing Prophet or something.
Oh, what a swap back into a
BKB
kick
though.
stun. He's going to be forced to BKB. The call down comes out from Gyro right on Matama Man's head, so he's going to get dropped immediately. Bruce splits up, does the Cyclone, and they look for Afterlife here, but it gets the Carapace off. A wall committed now from Spirit.
He took out Lycan, importantly. The Lycan was the one here who can kill the OD and BKB, and now can he get the blink out? Fata will be successful. TP as well.
No!
Gets a stun. And now Leech Seed, they've secured the kill on Fata as well. I don't see any way out for him. That's a huge turnaround from Spirit. The BKBs being
And he's
online.
dead. Oh, no,
Walk away, everybody.
He
He's
balled.
dead.
He balled. Oh, doesn't matter.
Enough damage. It's like 300 or
The
so.
axe. Oh, it's there.
Oh, game changes now. This is no longer Dota.
He's like, I got to rush to their side because it's like,
Go
while
to
they're
the
dead.
small camp, guys.
Yeah, go get on the offensive side. Do you still put them in like the neutral camp so you can free farm
Oh,
them and all
definitely.
that?
Yeah, you
Man,
get-
that is so dirty.
It's like Vision and Farm at the same time.
Enemy small camp is the best in the entire game. You know, every time you ult, you just get the... Because some of the bigger camps, it doesn't actually kill them.
Yeah,
even
you
at-
need
even
to
at
use
60.
2 ultis or something. That was a big fight for them to win there.
That overgrowth from Goblack was huge as well.
So we had to lock the Lycan down so they could kill him off and keep the OD alive as well. Like OD, even when he popped the BKB, still initially took a lot of... Like he would pop the BKB in about 2/3 health and still lost like half of what he had remaining very
Matuma was
quickly.
focusing him.
Yeah,
on the
and
Lycan.
then suddenly the control came in. I think even a Fiend script possibly was used on the Lycan as well. I didn't see the Fiend script. It was used, and
that
just
was
whatever
a,
little bit of control was there made a big difference.
that was a fury of a fight, man. It was
Whoopsie.
hard to see anything going on there. Jerix has been spotted out from the Knicks, hiding.
This is...
Oh, he's in trouble. He's trying to find somewhere to
He's trying to
safely
block it.
roll away, but he's been blocked, so now Silent Sea has no options. He will go down.
Boy.
Mid lane. Look at this.
The
Call down
BKB's
committed.
doing so much.
They're just getting kills all over the place now.
Yeah, that's the primal split as well. At best, it's a Bane
Yeah,
kill. May
Blink-
not even be that. Blink Impel onto the Venge. Kuro. It's going to be a bit careful here. Brewmaster blinks away, and they're going to leave Kuro to his own devices. TPR. Yeah.
Nice.
Still, it's a primal split on cooldown. Off of that, Spirit likely can take at least this tier 1 tower mid. Odie's in a great position to kind of backstab anyone who tries to defend it, so I don't really see anything Liquid can do apart from push top lane. Yeah, Lycan desperately needs a BKB. That was a big problem from that last fight. He just doesn't have... Even with BKB, he can still be gripped, he can still be overgrown, but he needs to probably save it to get out of the overgrowth. And just tell Jerax, make sure you cancel the Fiend's grip.
I think it's also to do with the OD, focusing him down. It
Yeah,
prevents
yeah.
a lot of that damage.
If he pops it too early, he'll just
He'll just
overgrowth
go-
will come
yeah.
out, he'll get locked
Fiend's
down.
grip.
I guess he doesn't die during the BKB.
They don't have much damage, I
No.
guess. Apart
There's
from
no physical damage on the side of Spirit to kill a BKB
small
like
bit from Gyro, but he went straight BKB as well, so
Yeah.
it's not really too menacing.
The plague is spreading throughout this
Oh
Radiant
boy.
jungle. Oh, he's got
Oh.
he's got one right on top of the
He
Venge
has
now
the ulti
too.
as well.
Patience, though.
Patience
Spirit.
from God.
Patience. Pull back and
The
the
fallback
lens
and
on
farm.
Bane.
Yep.
It's the new, pretty much a new core item for him.
Yeah, and it just makes that grip on the Lycan a little bit harder to cancel.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's against
Possibly a
Air-
grip on
Air
even on a
Spirit.
brew. Like, if you can get brew before he splits, it's also worth it.
True.
Yeah, Earth Spirit has to be probably saving the Boulder Smash to cancel grip in these fights. Or if he's using it at the start of the fights, he's got to communicate that to Kuro. Like, Kuro, man, you make sure you cancel the grip.
Mm-hmm.
They could use Vacuum, but I think you need to save Vacuum to combo with Wall.
That immediate gem after realizing they have Aghanims as well. From the
Yeah,
top.
you have to.
Oh,
I
definitely.
think
You can't let him build the plague.
you can see Earth Spirit has Quelling Blade, and I wonder if he's even gonna can hold the gem. Even though the Darkseer bought it, it could just be because someone had to buy it right now.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Right.
The supports didn't have money.
The amount of time that you need to spend roaming the jungle,
Yeah,
looking
that's-
for the trees.
That's half the half the battle is just the time constraints of it.
Look like a butterfly down on the gyrocopter.
bit
So
Nyx doesn't
and
know about the
Shiva's-
gem. I think I'm not sure if anyone's actually holding it yet, or if it's still in
Shiva's on
Korea.
OD.
He may run into them. Yep, he's been
Oh
spotted.
boy, he
Darkseer.
blinked though.
That was incredibly fast.
Oh!
He saw
Guessed wrong.
He saw the creeps react to him, so he knew instantly they had a gem.
Blinked in a millisecond to
Yeah.
the detection. That was incredibly fast. Spirit.
I wonder if he
Hold
did
strong.
like the whole like feel out thing. Like you go in the lane and you're invis, so you aggro one of the heroes, even somewhere else on the map near a creep, and if the creep
Oh, yeah.
goes on you, you'll
No,
know
he-
you're
he
No,
was-
he was
detected.
He was
he
the
walked.
only thing in
Yeah, yeah.
range.
So the
Yeah.
creep like
Yeah.
came to him, but
Good
That
quick reaction,
was
pulls it
sick,
out.
yeah.
yeah. I mean, he's probably somewhat expecting the gem to come up soon, but either way, same reactions because Liquid, the only response to the trinketing hacks is buying a gem instantly. You can't let him get that map covered.
Guardian Greaves up on mind control as well. Pretty amazing against the Treant ulti.
I guess Darkseer has a Quelling Blade as well to take out trees with the gem. I feel like you almost need that too. You can't just have, use Vacuum. let's
Not
kill a
with
tree
them
with Vacuum.
nerfs.
Yeah.
Damn you, Ice Frog.
Just you wait. Darkseer will fall off. In the future, Dota 6.90, Vacuum, 10-second cooldown.
And then we
dream.
start again. It's just a cycle.
And it'll just keep
Don't
getting
go too
increased
far
by
from
2
your
seconds.
friends, Jerix.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, he get blocked?
Oh.
His roll got blocked, so he knew something was
Catch
up.
on Venge. That's the overgrowth, but it's
Can he turn this?
No, he is magnetized, but he already committed.
for stuff out.
Yeah.
That's just a harass zoning ulti from the Treant, who's now building into what looks like Refresher.
That's what he goes.
Classic
every game.
Treant things.
Ags Refresher.
Do you have enough mana
Oh,
with the
yeah.
Ags to be able to do 2 ults? Okay.
Just it's close, but you do.
Alright, does Ether Lens increase the range of your tree?
Your tree casting capabilities, I guess. Sure.
No, what I mean the AoE.
No,
No,
it doesn't
it won't.
increase the AoE.
It would
but
only increase the AoE of which you can plant the
Yeah,
tree.
Yeah, yeah.
increases the range of living armor.
You can living armor the guy in the next game.
Yes. So they're thinking about game
Yeah.
2 and who they want living armor, their mid laner.
Oh no, they're not going to lose Lycan here. Impel. Okay, he's got
Matoma,
BKB.
man, BKB
Yeah, no
TP,
right-click.
he's good. But a BKB charge will be taken away.
I like how they're like preemptively trying to body block him there. Like, okay, he's going to try BKB round. Let's body block the BKB. and then we'll get the stuns afterwards.
Was that his 10-second BKB? Yeah, I think it was.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's huge actually.
I would love to see like an OD Astral someone, and quickly everyone takes GG branches and plants trees around the Astral, blocks them into it.
This game's still
That sounds amazing.
Handmade sprout.
Yeah. For Liquor, they can still like split push a lot this game. Their high ground defense is really strong.
Look at how annoying this is.
Yeah. At this stage, I think Spirit are like, okay, we're going to go late game. We can't push into Darkseer or Spirit, these annoying like just initiation spells that you can just capitalize on from the high ground, but they'll take away the farm using the Treant.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
There we go. Just keep chopping.
Like they're literally roaming around as a
Yep.
squadron, destroying trees.
This is a time waster
Another
for
one?
them.
No? Where's that
wait.
gem?
Who has the gem?
I guess there's
Time away from farm, time away from pushing objectives to have to deal with these
has
eyes.
the gem. That's why he's chasing now.
Kick. Will
Ooh.
connect. Nice.
BKB though.
Good FIFA work there, but there's a stun. Mana.
I think his BKB still on cooldown on Lycan, right?
A little bit of
It's going to be up soon.
miscoordination.
Fat is actually looking to chase here, and doesn't seem like
Look how
Spirit are
small the
going to hang
wolf
around.
is.
So Fata went for AC. I mean, we kind of haven't talked about him and what
Yeah.
he's been doing. He's obviously going to get a lot of farm now with the Midas. Level 16 AC.
3k gold as well.
I feel like he may even go into like a single target, like a BKB Abyssal type thing. I think being able to deal damage and fight the OD, like in BKB outside of Primal Split form, could be important for him. Also, just be able to fight the Gyro head on.
Could also get a Lotus Orb for.
Yeah.
He removes Treant ulti, stops Bane.
If he's thinking like let's focus around Primal Split, like then I think items like Lotus Orb, Shivers are more likely. But
You use them, then split, and
it's just like you look at late game, Matamba Man's going to get so hard countered by Grip and Overgrowth that I feel like Brewmaster needs to go like kind of physical damage,
yeah.
carry, not play around the Primal Split, which is going to get really weak against Flak, against just OD able to like take out the non-magic V1 really fast.
Jarek's on the patrol again, searching for them pesky trees.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not been able to kind of progress in the item department too much. Can't get your next utility tool, or you want to get like a Force, a Blink.
Those trees need to give gold when you cut them down.
Like techies, this is
Just
the
like
new
10
issue.
gold or something, you know. Like a little reward, like good job. You're playing like Team Dota. I'd encourage like pub players, you know, like you just ignore the tree. And I guess the most hilarious thing is pub games and you're treating with Ags.
And the whole
No
map.
one bothers to buy
No.
a gem quelling blade. You get the entire map seen, even at like 5, 6, 7k MMR. No one does
Yep.
it.
Definitely part of the reason why I want to play it.
It's just everyone just lets you just get complete map vision. So Jared, close to MKB, he's going to dish out some damage. Has the answer to the Brewmaster Evasion, Drunken Haze, etc. too.
And if you didn't see, Fata went with the BKB for his next item investment.
Okay.
Matumba Man is answering with his MKB of his own.
Yeah,
though,
he needs single target, as much single target burst damage as possible. He can't rely on... He will be split pushing, but he's not going to win the game through that. At some point, he has to be able to kill the OD, kill the Gyrocopter if he finds an opening.
Oh boy, OD is stacked.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to hit so
Shiva's
hard.
Hex coming. And
Oh.
If given the free will, this guy will hit like a truck.
Can't he just kill the Brewmaster split? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I-
very,
that's
very
why
quick.
Brewmaster
Yeah.
I feel can't
Don't
be
you-
playing. He needs to go BKB Abyssal
Yeah.
or I don't know BKB Shiva. He needs to be able to build items that allow him to do a lot outside of the Primal Split, because those
What is it?
Panda Bears are not getting any scarier.
218 pure damage per hit extra. That's pretty good.
Solid,
Considering he has like 300 damage already.
very solid indeed.
Oh my god.
MKB now complete on Matamamen here, but that's going to be an Aegis in the pocket of your Gyrocopter now for Team Spirit. The ball is in their court. We'll have to see. Liquid are hoping that with these new defensive pickups and BKBs that they'll be able to get the same turnaround that Spirit got when they picked up theirs. We'll see if that's going to be the case or not.
With the mana burn being leveled up as well, it does a lot more work to Fata on this Brewmaster, so you have to be aware of that. It's like half your mana gone in one burn.
It's just going to be so hard to get any sort of legitimate setup without committing a perfect smoke with all this frickin' tree vision all over the map.
We talk about how the Tree Nags is kind of game changing. Nixax kind of does a similar thing when you get the Axe Scepter up too.
Kick.
Oh, are they going for it?
Fata, I mean, this is bad positioning for Liquid.
He'll get this primal split off, though.
So it looks like they're going to be committing in. Wall, Sands Eclipse here. Look at Iceberg just begin to go into turret mode as he just right-clicks apart Team Liquid here. Can't find a good focal point because Liquid are on retreat mode now. Yeah, that was unfortunate positioning for them. Spirit had the high ground.
Oh, Fata can blink away, but they have a blink to chase. Oh no, it kicked him the wrong way.
Wait, what?
They kicked him the wrong way.
No.
Oh, the swap out. Kuro's there to save the day.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to roll forward and kick forward as he rolled forward,
exactly.
but by the time the kick went off, he passed. Kicked him backwards.
He's trying to be too next level.
Okay, this is an easy pick off from Kuro as well.
That's right. He's slowing their push. You give him the
with his body.
Yep.
That's the Ice Frog nerf to the Ebola, though. If it was the old way, he would have just rolled all the way forward and pulled Fata towards him. But you can't do that anymore.
Okay, this is a definite opening for... Look at the net worth of both of them. 20k on 2 cores. When he respawns, he still doesn't have wall on Darkseer as well.
Yep.
Quite
this
a long
is bad.
cooldown.
Jarek's trying to split pressure
Most
top
likely
lane.
up soon, though.
But this could be a tier 3 and out. But Spirit...
It's primal split as well that they're waiting on, so...
They have the Aegis here. Odie's in a bad position for the sieging.
I think they want to stay far away so they can't get the Drunken Haze on both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, Gyro has an Aegis, so he can be up in the high ground sieging away.
He has cheese on the...
On the OD?
Yeah.
Okay, kick.
Oh,
they
vacuum.
pulled together now, though. This is Liquid's best shot for a good defense. The Fiend's Grip is going to be on Fata, but they do get the silence from Jarek's to stop it. May it be too late, though. They're going to get the grab on the Goblak, who's deep into enemy territory. Gyrocopter on the run here, still has his Aegis. Fata's looking to break it apart. Meanwhile, Bane getting hustled down from the Necrobook and Lycan. Swap back, there's going to be the kill. Now Darkseer on the retreat back. Bane is going to be going down. It's a double kill from Matama Man. Now they look below. Gyrocopter going to be going down with his second life. It's Liquid, who are going to be trying to do it now. Now they move in for Iceberg here. The stun, a big one from Nyx, but it's not going to be enough. The Odie will go down. The Nyx, the lone survivor, has a TP, and he'll have to head back to base.
Can you get the kick?
Oh,
Show it.
It's a stun. It was unfortunately the Venge, but
6k gold change. They're definitely doing it. Liquid win a huge fight there. They've been so good about canceling the Fiend script every single time. Like, even when they use like the stuns up, it's like, okay, Jarek's is like, don't worry, I've still got the silence. I'll make sure I'm in a position where I can use it. I'm in range, and 2 fights in a row, Fiend script instantly cancelled.
Tumberman's BKB usage in that fight as well was amazing. He didn't like go in, use it straight away. He waited until actually after the Hex, ran away at max movement speed while Hex.
Yeah, the Hex doesn't matter when you're Lycan so much. I mean, you can't dish out damage. It's annoying for that reason.
It's a really fast sheep.
And you gotta remember, it started with the vacuum, bringing them together. That's what I said. It's like OD was up there, and I understand they were far apart, but
they forced the BKBs out early, and then once Spirit had to retreat, their BKBs were wearing off, and they could not fight into Team Liquid at that point.
It's where it's just like, it almost seems more comfortable. Just get the Aegis carrier up in front. Let them waste their stuff on him.
Yeah. It should have just been Gyro on the high ground was probably in hindsight, the biggest mistake Spirit made, but it was kind of really hard to tell at the time that, having OD hitting was a bad... I mean, OD doesn't do that much damage to building, so it was kind of high risk, low reward.
Yeah. I mean, there's only one from Liquid out, and that was the Darkseer. So.
The Venjax is coming.
Oh, boy.
I like it.
Both the Brew ulti and the Brew ulti on the Darkseer wall just came off cooldown as well when that fight started.
And I was saying Spirit were also kind of pushing the limit on. They knew they were kind of on cooldown for a little bit from the last fight, and they're like, let's just keep on saying they'll be up soon, but like, because the wall wasn't up for the vacuum. He used the vacuum like before the wall came up, but then the wall came up a bit later.
Yeah. Team Liquid.
Goblak's very close to Refresher though. That's going to be a pretty big team fight changer. Liquid want to fight now. They've got Primal Split up again, and they've got everything. All their ultis are online, so...
And they have to smoke to do these kind of moves, otherwise they're going to be under the watchful eye of the mighty tree.
There's a lot riding on this.
Look at all the frickin' green
They'll
here
be seen as soon as the smoke pops, though.
Smokes pop, they're committing in. They got the swap back there from Kuro. Treant ulti lock him into place, but Gyro pops his BKB, pops the call down. Vengeful goes down, and Liquid are still heavy committing for this one. Brew and Split, and these bears are getting chunked down a bit, but now they focus fire the OD with the help of Matama Man rushing forward. Now they're going to go for Gyro. Look at the damage from the big bad wolf as they move in. Nyx barely able to etch his way from
Shapeshift went off, though.
Oh, blinks away from the rock, but now they see OD here. Set up on the Cyclone. Sandy's Eclipse going to be going down right here. Jarek's only going to be down curl buyback on this one. Sands Eclipse.
The wall
okay.
even. Just to make sure he doesn't do anything cheeky like a blink, but he hasn't got a blink. And nice bird.
Atos them.
Still on the run. No. Blink, right click,
X.
X, anything. No, there's no way. No. Not happening. That looked like it was not going to be the... I mean, it was not a great initiation for Liquid. The gyro got the BKB off, the swap back in. Didn't really get much, and Venge just instantly died. And I guess for Venge, it's like, I used my swap, my stun, and now they have minus damage for my aura, but... For Liquid, it was just the MKB Lycan able to tear apart the gyrocopter. That butterfly doesn't do anything. Yeah.
So much
He'd rather... it's Moonshot as well. That actually explains why it could do so much damage there. Gyro's like, man, I wish I had like an AC instead of Butterfly at this point, because the Butterfly only giving a bit of armor, just not enough to fight the Lycan.
They get 2 lanes of racks, right?
It looks like...
40 seconds, no OD.
Close
30
to Mega
seconds,
Creeps,
no
at least 2
gyro.
lanes.
Oh, they found
Okay,
Nyx on the back lane.
Nyx is just trying to delay them so they don't lose as much.
Didn't take that much time.
No, he did delay much. It was like an extra 6 seconds maybe.
He'll have to use it to give his second
Okay, no, he's got
life here.
buyback, so he can come in and delay them again. But
Yeah,
it's
but
Another 6 seconds.
Yep.
let's see. He'll try his best to
it's
slow him
2 lanes, though.
down.
This-
Sleep who you can.
That may have been the difference between Mega Creeps or not, though. To be honest.
Is this Team Liquid?
Black. Ult.
Oh, boy.
Fiend's Grip jumping from Fata with a BKB pop. Now goes into split here as they try to focus the second set of racks, and
maybe
those will be
not
down.
by
And look at
Fata.
Matama, and he's like, I want to go right for Megas. He's cutting all the way south.
All right, Kuro, time to go die for your team. He's going to try to stay around for a swap save, perhaps.
Get that creep out of here.
Brewmaster, can he get the blink back? Nyx is there. Kuro's just staying around. Like, do I need to swap you out? Is this going to happen?
Nice dodge.
Boulder away. Brewmaster should be out. Has a blink soon. Nope. Nyx is. He's like evasion.
Kick
Come on.
stun if necessary.
Oh.
Yeah, that carapace isn't going to do much to me.
That's good though. You know, you figure he's just going to stun the Nyx, but
Now we're talking. Now he doesn't need to make the fancy plays. He can just stand back and pull his team to safety. This is.
I want to see
It's
fancy
Earth Spirit-
plays, but yeah.
It's Earth Spirit in easy mode, but the thing is, Jerks doesn't need easy mode. He can probably do everything that on this hero without the Yags.
Look at that.
Abyssal, like, I feel like the MKB Moonshot the item choice for in this game was just what's getting them back in this game. Like, really smart decision to go for MKB Moonshot.
And just the rotations of Liquid all around.
Yeah. And it was so nice that Fata could get the AC. It just meant Lycan could prioritize his own single target DPS, going for the Moonshot instead.
He has gone for that Abyssal Blade as well.
I think Lycan may even go for an Abyssal Blade now.
He has Basher, yeah.
The Necrobook, he could eat the Moonshard, but... Oh, he's got Basher, but I feel like you almost just sell the Necrobook. I guess the Necrobook breaks the base pretty fast.
You don't want to eat the Moonshard and just take
Yeah.
the Basher?
I'm not sure. You could even drop... I think you'd rather even sell the Vlads, perhaps. But we'll see. You lose like half the attack speed from Moonshard when you eat it.
Kuro can get a Vlad, I guess.
Yeah. He's just finishing up the Ags, I think. Kuro was very close or may have actually completed Ags, which is a pretty nice time to have. It means he can swap save a teammate if he dies. He's still alive to dish out a few more stuns, and we're at the stage of the game where these BKBs on Spirit's side are 5 seconds, so even just things like Venge stun make a big difference. The wave is minus armor, so he gets the extra wave of tear off, which amplifies Lycan's damage, Brewmaster's damage.
And you gotta remember, Venge still gets the perks on her swap from the Yags, so you can get a second swap off.
From a million miles away as well.
From a million miles away from your illusion Venge.
So Spirit trying to use their vision advantage from the Treant, but haven't been able to do so. Unfortunately, even with that, with the Overgrowth, they're just unable to win these team fights against the BKBs.
The thing is, though, I don't think Team Liquid have any more smokes. So it becomes way more difficult to actually get up in their face.
Yeah.
Like, that's how they managed to get... Oh,
Okay, this is... yeah, like you said, last one.
Let's see if they can make it count and close this
Go
game
Black.
out.
Knock off buyback if he dies here.
Oh, boy.
That's... Okay.
Oh, quick Hex here. They're trying to make it go into Fata, but the swap save from Kuro. They're going to avoid the call down. Sands
Kuro's
puts the
got
fall.
Ags.
That might have been all of the gunpowder that Spirit have, and they are able to bring down 2. Can they finish off the rest, though? Fata has already gone in. There's a nice stun. Venge Illusion is also going to be taken apart, as you see, but look at that. Ult comes out from Godblack, does slow them down. Stun from the Nyx. Matama trying to get in there. Has no mana, but he has that right click, and Godblack does get mini-bashed a bit.
He's lost Shapeshift. They kited around the Shapeshift so well that it's now worn off, and without Shapeshift, Liquid cannot fight.
Stun.
Oh, Atos, and that's a dead
Bang.
Matumba man.
Boom. Bong. How's Roche? Is it almost up? Is it up?
Yes, it was almost up. There was like a minute and a half away before that fight.
there
and
it is.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, baby.
That was the
Spirit.
fight. I mean, Spirit had the high ground. They scouted out the smoke before. I mean, Liquid, their smoke pops. They don't know exactly where the heroes are to jump, and it's Go Black who was the one who couldn't afford to die, but because he was on the high ground, saw them first, he manages to kind of get himself back up to safety, and Nyx blinks in, kind of plays the hero role, and...
I didn't even see what happened to Jerax that fight. I didn't even see an Earth Spirit at all. He must have just got jumped.
Yeah, I did not see either, because he had the Ags, which could have been a big kind of
The
team
Nyx
fight
assassin
involvement
just
item.
went on him straight away. He completely shut him down. And that instant hex on the Brewmaster was huge.
Yep. Yeah, that was a new Blink Dagger pickup from OD going to work.
So, I mean, Liquid is still in the lead, obviously. They've taken 2 lanes of Rax. They've got the late game items. They've itemized in such a way that their heroes aren't falling off. They haven't gone all in for like Lycan split push items. They're not going all in with like a Brewmaster Primal Split or a build. Having Abyssal AC means he is still a big threat here in the late game. And even things like having Kuro having an Ags as an item, which I think is pretty late game oriented.
You saw in the team fight how much they respected Kuro Ags.
Yeah, they kill the illusion.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point leaving this squishy illusion alive that has a 11-second cooldown stun or whatever it is.
Low stun, low swap cooldown, and or aura.
You can't use the swap on the illusion.
Oh, you can't?
No. Oh, you can you?
I haven't
Actually,
seen
maybe
it
you can.
enough to know
No.
for
You
sure.
can use the swap. You can't use items, is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's
So you can use the swap.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
She
lost
has
I-
the
I
items
just
and the
remember
benefit
there-
from them, but can't use
Yeah, I
them.
remember there was something you couldn't use with the illusion. I think it's just the items. I'm not.
That would be
Yeah.
so good.
Slightly ridiculous movie.
Especially when if you're a carry event, like with all kinds
Oh
of
boy,
big
yeah.
items.
So now that they lost a gem in that team fight, the mass sentry wards have come out. I think Darkseer has 6 and Jerax has like 5.
I think. Oh, and Liquid, they gems on cooldown, I guess. I feel like Sentry doesn't cut it against Treant though.
No, you're just losing money.
If anything, I feel Liquid just need to play super passive until they can buy a new gem and possibly even just wait their next smoke. You're against Aegis anyways. You don't want to fight. This is the stage of the game where you want to just wait out the Aegis before you go for another push, another smoke, and try and make a move. Nyx has completed Ags. Oh boy, this is one of the most fun things in the game to play. You get
pretty amazing.
8-second cooldown Impale at a mega range, mana burn, mega range, and you do everything while you're burrowed, and you're taking
Carapace as well.
you Carapace, and it's a guaranteed stun on units around you, even if they're not attacking you. And I think most importantly, you have this crazy damage block while you're burrowed, so you actually can just blink in the middle of a fight, burrow yourself, throw Impales, mana burns, and you're not worried about being focused down.
But
For one-
it's like 60% or something, isn't it?
I think it's either 50 or 60. It's really high. It's ridiculously high.
It's looking like Spirit are building a lot of serious catch here. Goblak with his own Blink Dagger, so Blink double ulti for him. Blink Hex already on OD, and that new Scepter you guys were talking about.
And they want to be able to like kite away when Lycan, if they see a shapeshift Lycan, they want to be able to just blink away, disengage, and then re-engage
Satanic
after.
as
So,
well.
so Blink is like the ideal item to be able to choose when you're fighting. Like it's a catch item and also an escape item.
Do you think Ramses on the Gyro can actually fight the Lycan now with the Satanic finished? Or does
No,
Lycan still...
not
even
against Abyssal, I don't think.
Yeah.
But outside, like if he shapeshift, there's so many other support heroes. Yeah, so
That's
this,
Nyx at
this
80
damage block,
seconds.
you know, this
No
Burrow
buyback?
spell.
No buyback, 80 seconds.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
They don't have reveal?
If Liquid knew 100% he had no buyback, they may go for a push. But if you try and push and he buys back as you like catch an overgrowth, like you may just get wiped. So I think
Alright.
I don't think Liquid's going to go for a push into it's Aegis. So in their mind, the risk of pushing into Aegis cheese
And a
and
maybe
a maybe buyback is incredibly bad for them. That's like how you can throw the game. So it's a much safer play to just sit back, wait out Aegis.
Kind of a big deal game too, you know.
Yeah.
Winner moves on to Shanghai, so you better make sure you're
Yeah,
making
you know,
a good decision here.
$3 million, no big deal.
Who wants it more? And what's the kind of priority here?
Look at the graph.
This has been an insane game. It's never really been like it felt like it was one for either team. Even Liquid, when they had that 12k lead, it never felt like the game was wrapped up. It was always going to be hard for them. That huge game was just that's the Rax money more than anything. Like
Yeah,
you
it
take
is,
you take 4 barracks. That's like I don't know what 6k or something, 7k gold plus the kills they got from the fight. So that was like an 8k gold swing in itself. But
Yeah.
as far as big picture wise, this game is one in which is not over until you have Mega Creeps or the Throne. Even Mega Creeps Gyro with a a Rapier as his last item slot could theoretically still keep Spirit in the game, and if Spirit win a team fight, even if they've been Mega Creeps, they can take it back the other way. Treant late game is just insane with the eyes if you don't have a gem, and that's where losing one fight for Liquid is so bad, because you lose gem. But the mass sentries, I mean, it already led to a Nyx kill, so it definitely was the right move until they can buy a new gem.
It doesn't even feel like they're 2 racks down on Team Spirit.
I mean, this is crazy discipline for Liquid too. They have 3 heroes each carrying sentries. Often you get to late game and everyone's like, I don't really have items. Can you carry sentries? Like, that's like not even just like a pub mentality. That's like often something you would just see in a competitive game where like it's like, okay, this one hero has sentries or dust. It's going to be okay. But if that hero dies or they're just not in the right place, then like your heroes aren't always grouped as 5. All 3 with sentries means they're covering so much of the map and just covering all their bases, so I think it's really good discipline play and just something we've seen from Liquid all tournament long.
Alright, it's go time.
And how do you think Spirit should be using this Aegis here? In the meantime, it could help him stall out for the item, but is it to use offensively, or is it to prevent Liquid from trying to close this game out more so?
Prevent them and try find pickoffs. Like they may look for more like a kind of skirmishes don't really happen. You're more likely to find a 5v5, but they're looking to fight with it, not push, I would say.
They're heading as
Liquid
if...
are pretty aggressive.
Yeah, as if they know maybe the Nyx will not be able to buy back here, but want to still take the risk of fighting into Cheese Aegis.
Yep. They also know he just bought the Ags, so that's kind of a telltale sign. Like, you would probably buy the Ags as a Nyx this game, even if it meant not having buyback, because it is a pretty big upgrade into what you can do in a fight. They can kind of safely poke their noses in. They can BKB out if... Oh, well, you can't really BKB out against Overgrowth. And Go Black has eyes set up on both sides of this tower. Yeah, they're not going to enter high ground before Nyx is back.
This is pretty tense, actually.
This is crazy, yeah. Gem...
going for the chop down the trees with the roll.
2.5 minutes to the next gem for Liquid. Dude, this is like... Russian observing has been on point. I gotta give a shout out to my boy Adikvat.
Yeah.
Much better than Velat's observing. I love you, Velat, but... I think you should let Adikvat do your observing.
5.5k gold up on Fata on his Brewmaster as well. I think maybe Hex isn't bad.
Let's see.
You blink Hex, stop the BKBs and just blow them up.
Let's see. Yeah, he's only got the 1 item slot. He's kind of a little bit right-clicky, so...
He does definitely.
I mean, that's like 550 crits.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do to amplify that. He could get MKB if he wants to be able to right-click down the gyro as well.
Could be a refresher. Could be decent as well.
I don't think he wants double primal split. I mean, the double BKB abyssal, I think, is probably the better part there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what like the right-click carry brew item would be. Scotty.
Ooh. Oh!
Blinking Hex. They
jumps
want
from
Kuro.
both sides here. Sans Eclipse, they just quickly
There's
take
no
out
dark
from
there.
2 Liquid. Spirit find their chance, and they're going to commit on in for this one. Matalman has been perma-locked
Double
down from
overgrowth.
Goblak. The Wolf has been caged and tamed. Now it's Liquid on the run. Jarek says,
Fata.
see you later, rolls away. Fata not going to be so lucky. Spirit found their window, and they just pounced onto Liquid.
There's no buyback on Lycan either.
Oh
that
boy,
was...
it's go time for Team Spirit.
They haven't got the best pushing draft out. Like, the gyro's pretty good here, so they... I don't know if they can get, like, the full throne off of this. By the time they get to the base, it's going to be, like, 40 seconds on Lycan and Brewmaster.
It has buyback on Brewmaster.
It's definitely not game from that, but it should be at least 1 lane of racks. Top lane has the pesky tier 2 bloody towers, so you can't even go for the megas, but... So Liquid get completely caught by surprise. Was that a new pickup, the Blink on OD?
He had it the last time when they
Okay.
made that jump near the secret shop.
He's had
That
it
was
for
the
a while.
debut
Okay,
of
it's had
it.
for a while.
But he was in there so fast. The second I thought they were going to make their jump on the Nyx, they themselves...
That's where not having a gem against
That
these
was an odd misplay.
the tree vision from the tree and Ags, just allowing him to get that catch opportunity. It looks like 1 lane of Rex. Bottom lane, there's still a glyph. 35 seconds. I mean, Spirit may just force it because they feel they're stronger and they have buybacks to fall back on.
Do they use wall? I don't think they
No,
use wall,
Darkseid
right?
did not get a spell off that fight.
So he still has... That
Oh, the Ag
He did
Scepter!
it!
Okay,
He
he's got
did it!
BKB. He's going to turn and fight.
Oh, not
he just
close
needs to
enough.
get out. He gets
Ah,
swapped in as
yeah,
well!
the cheeky
Gyro
plays.
the vacuum!
Well
you ain't
played.
going anywhere, Gyrocopter! Get in my fountain! Stay in my fountain!
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Pushing into Ag's Earth Spirit. Good luck, have fun, Team Spirit. Stick to taking Raxes.
That was so like a la TI3
Oh.
Dendy hook to fountain
Yes, it
on a
was.
gyrocopter as well, mind you. That was just... That was great.
Poor gyrocopters. They always get.
I want to say the first time I've personally seen a competitive game where they utilize that capability from the Ags in such a way. Normally it's just to pull and save.
We're just gonna have to get Ramses and Hal together, and they can just like talk about how much life sucks after this. You know,
The best
like
part was
being in fountains.
the swap, and then the vacuum on top of that as well. Like,
I saw the swap and I was like, "This is brilliant." They have the swap as well. And then I saw the vacuum. It's like, "What? Are you kidding me?"
and OD has a Lincoln's. Like, come on, bro.
I think Spirit, that's it. Spirit, they need Lincolns even on like Nyx and stuff now at this stage. Gyro going to be forced to buy back. It looks like they've only got one lane of Rex left. You don't want to go down Mega Creeps, even if you can fight out against it. And that does matter for Gyro. He's a hero who's thinking, like, I need another item. I've got one slot left. Possible Rapier, possible Abyssal Blade. Like, there's items like he wants to fill with that last slot.
Lincoln's popped on OD here.
Oh,
He's burrowing just to protect that bottom lane. And it's just a kind of defensive buyback. They're not using it as they engage. They don't. I think that fight really scared Spirit, even though it was the Fountain coming into play as well. If there was a team fight recap, the Fountain probably did more damage than any Liquid heroes, but
just the ability to control where everyone is, it's terrifying actually.
Jarek needs to get an Aether Lens now, and it will be that much easier to get the Enchant Remnant, the pull, and the kick further all the way back.
Oh, they've got the Blink X. They had the ward on the high ground. Carapace. No, Lycan. He gets the kill. No, Nyx, he heals up. He had the cheese.
Goblak refreshes. Can he get off the second ulti here? No, he goes down. He's going to be forced to buy back now and head back towards the fight here, but it's already Liquid on the offensive.
To the trees!
Yeah, they've got an overgrowth. He gets them. He catches them in the overgrowth with the Ag Scepter. The swap back, though. Kuro. It's the illusion. Swap back in Iceberg. Iceberg's committed now. He can't really escape from this one, but he's got backup. Glowback comes back into the fight. Lycan's ulti is worn off, and Fata, the Abyssal Blade, he's actually taking a gyrocopter on. This is the late game Brewmaster, and Fata.
Now they turn on the Fata between the two of them, and he's going to be going down in a vacuum kick. The Magnetize is going to be there, and Jerix is going to step
Gyro,
in.
no buyback now. Treant, no buyback. Two key heroes on the side of Spirit.
Blink out from
taken
OD.
out.
Barely alive.
Fata, Brewmaster coming back in, and this looks like it could be all over in game one.
But his friend.
Oh,
no, it's just in front. He's not going to get the catch.
BKB,
he might have Stone Remnant here. He might have Stone Remnant.
Control wants him.
Forward.
The blink.
Okay. It's still so bad. Lycan's going to have another shapeshift soon, so that's going to make this very difficult to defend or fight.
This might be this is Megan's right here. Oh, Abyssal.
Okay.
Kill on the Bane. Bane's going to
buy
buy back.
It's the shapeshift. They've got to try and secure the Megas here. 60 seconds without Gyro. I think even with Megas, we're not going to see the GG just yet. They lose the OD.
Abyssal?
OD blinks in.
Kick.
What's the play here? OD going for the back lines.
Jerix here. Oh, Lincoln's popped.
He can't fight the
I think
BKB
he tried to
Lycan.
enchant Remnant him, but
Just kite the Lycan.
it got blocked.
I don't think he can really fight Fata either. There's
He
the
got
Stone
it now.
Remnant. Kick
Kick
him away.
away.
Take the Rex.
Yeah.
Get out. That base ain't yours. Not anymore. It's ours. And the throne is also ours. Game one is ours.
Well played by Liquid there at the end.
What
That was amazing.
an exciting way to end game one. 60 minutes of incredible Dota. That was very different. Like, they played much more aggressive and decisively than we have seen in a lot of their games, and I think they needed to this game. Like, when they were behind, they said, look, we hit this MKB, let's go fight, let's take the fight to Spirit.
Team Spirit started off that game so strong as well. They won like pretty much all their lanes. They had a really dominant performance.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Liquid, the amazing smoke top, took like the tower, took mid tower, and then map control was just completely out of their hands.
Matumbaman's Lycan had a hell of a game this game.
Yeah.
To me, he's almost the MVP. Like, just rock solid performance. Itemization was on point. Never got caught out. Like, he did everything from start to finish perfectly. But I mean, Liquid, both teams, just world class stuff.
We'll have to see if Spirit going to be able to shake that one off. Remember, it is a full best of 3 after all. And if that was just game number 1, I'm excited about the rest of the series to come here.
It's gonna be hype.
Super hype.
I don't know, but what did you think of his Earth Spirit performance?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a very slow start for him, but eventually the items came together. Once they got those 2 sets of racks, that's when he got the Agnum Scepter and all that surplus of gold.
He made the play of the game, at least.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
It's one of those things you look at and you can't help but wonder from Team Spirit's perspective if it's the lack of experience of going against an Earth Spirit and expecting that, I'm sure they knew he had an Ags, but it's like, do you expect that coming? Odie, at least got the Lincolns and maybe possible prep for it, but Gyrocopter.
And
not
then
ready
the
for it.
Venge swap, and then the vacuum,
That
and
was-
then it's
That was the
like-
thing. Jared's like, guys, I'm actually okay. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
I
in the
got this, I got
fountain. I've
this.
got BKB. I'm going to call down and then either fight or run. And he decided to run, and then he got swapped back, and his team was like, the biggest problem is your team's so far away. It's not even that he could stay alive for an extra 10 seconds. There's no way for his team to get to him.
Yep.
Or if his team do go to him, they could potentially get wiped entirely. So
And it looked like Liquid knew that that's what they wanted to do with Kuro already
Yeah.
placed in the fountain. I'm sure Jarex is like, I'll grab one of them and
You
kick
stand
him
here.
back, be ready for swap him
Yeah.
in further. That was great. Fun little circus act right there. But that's going to conclude game number 1. Very exciting stuff. We're going to cut to a small break, and when we get back, it's going to be game number 2 of the winner bracket final as we continue to watch Liquid take on Team Spirit. We'll be back soon for more Shanghai Major qualifier coverage here at BTS.